Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And of course, if you like the content seen in tonight's video, then be sure to hit that notification bell and like button. That way, you will indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. With that out of the way, let's get started with today's video. The Croods 2: A New Age is a 2021 adventure animated comedy movie. It picks off right where the last film ended, where the Croods, this family of primitive cavemen, are looking for a new place to call home. And they do encounter a more sophisticated society of cavemen called the Bettermen. And when a new threat arises, the two families have to set aside their differences to avoid utter extinction. It stars Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, Ryan Reynolds, Catherine Keener, Cloris Leachman, Clark Duke, Leslie Main, Kelly Marie, and Tran Peter Dinklage. Alright, so the movie opens up with the Croods. They're on an adventure. They're on the road looking for a new place to call home, and they fight off this group of kangaroo armadillo creatures that live in the lava. They fight those. They end up camping up for the night. And while everyone is asleep, Grug overhears Eep and Guy talk about starting their own life together. And when Grug finds this out, he is heartbroken, kind of angry, as Grug tends to be, and is looking for a way to split them up because he wants everybody to stay as a family. He doesn't want to see anybody leave. He likes his family unit and he likes the old ways. So when he finds this new place that's got all of this great food, and they meet this other group of cavemen, but they're a lot more sophisticated and more evolved than Grug, and everybody's all super excited to hang out with these guys because they have lots of cool stuff and all that jazz. Grug is really upset because he wants to go back to the old ways where everybody was together and, you know, all of that jazz. But now that they've got all of this great stuff with this new tribe of cavemen that they encounter called the Bettermans, Grug is not too happy. He wants things to go back to the way they used to be, and the movie makes it clear that that is not going to be happening for him anytime soon. We do get some minor, I guess, spousal disagreements between Guy and Eep, which is done throughout the course of the movie, and actually leads to some of them having, to take a break from each other. We learn that the Bettermans have some plans, that they have no interest in the Croods. They just want Guy. They want Guy to basically be their daughter's girlfriend. And so while this is happening, the Croods are oblivious to this and are just trying to, do their thing and all that jazz. Eventually they do find out what's going on, and this table fight, this argument at the dinner table ensues, and they all get angry at each other, and then the boys get taken by a bunch of punch monkeys because later on in the movie, Grug broke a rule that the Bettermans had. I think it was Phil was the dude, and apparently they weren't supposed to eat the bananas because the reason for this was that they needed all of the bananas because they were feeding this huge punch monkey. And so what happened was the smaller punch monkeys took the three guys, kidnapped them, took them up to their mountain, and basically tried to sacrifice the boys to the giant punch monkey that was making all of the other smaller punch monkeys live in fear. Very much King Kong style. This is a very King Kong-esque sacrifice. So all of the people, they learn to accept one another during this awesome end fight between the giant punch monkey. The smaller punch monkeys are saved, and then they all live in blissful harmony. The end. So with that extravagant ending, I thought this was a really great and solid end to the Croods story. I'm sure that if the movie is popular enough, which I'm sure it was, this will counter with some awesome sequels in the future. However, I'm not sure what else they could do with the storyline. The croods found a place to belong, and Guy found his tomorrow, which is in Eep. Everybody's happy. I'm not sure where they could go from here, but I'm sure with the movie studios and the awesome writers they have in the studios, they'll find a way to keep the story going. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. The humor was out of this world. I thought this movie was even funnier than the first one. This movie definitely played a little too hard into the humor at some point because some of the jokes end up being really childish, but then some of the jokes you find yourself laughing your lungs out. It was a really good movie and I enjoyed it. I thought that every aspect of the film was great. The animation was great, the music was great, and obviously the plot was great. I liked how they went from being these two different families that really didn't want anything else to do with one another, and then they finally came together in the end and defeated a threat that was bigger than themselves, and then they all became friends. So I guess that's a great lesson, you know. You should always learn to accept people for who they are and not for who you want them to be. Anyway, let me know if you guys enjoyed this movie because I definitely did. I thought it was tons of fun. And with that being said, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.